So there have been some changes. And so right now I want to talk about the landscape of what's going on. All right, so hopefully it'll help y'all to see that it's not just you. So the good, technology has changed massively. And to give you a little bit of a context, because some of y'all don't know me very well, and you may be wondering, like, who is this chick up giving her testimony this morning, and then like 5 seconds later she's talking about like marketing and selling, and what does she know anything about it? So I'll give you the quick skinny. I'm a lawyer by trade. Y'all know I was able to retire from my full-time law practice at 33 back in 2012 to go full-time in business with Richard. Richard was an ad exec working with Fortune 500 brands, and he was able to retire from that in 2010. He's a paid advertising expert, so all those sponsored things that you see on Google or Instagram or Facebook, he knows how to do all of that stuff. I went into the world of blogging, and so I was doing affiliate marketing through blogging. We became top affiliates, actually #1 all-time affiliates and producers for a home business training company. And all through the power of online marketing. And then I'll tell you all a little bit about the challenge story in just a little bit. But after writing Unstoppable Influence, sold over 18,000 copies of Unstoppable Influence. Yeah, built a 7-figure brand. So we have gotten two Comma Club awards for getting $1 million in sales through one marketing funnel. We've done well over 5 million in sales of online products and services over the course of our career. So we know a little bit about marketing and selling online, and we started that back in 2007. So y'all, I have seen it all, right? First it was the Google ads, and then that was gone. Then it was Facebook, there was YouTube ads, and then that kind of went away. And then it was Facebook. And now it's back to YouTube a little bit. So we've seen there's so many changes in the landscape. And we've been through it all. We've been through the 2008 crash, right? There's a ebb and a flow, and we've been through all of it. All right? So technology since 2007 has changed massively. It's easier than ever before to get a website up. It's easier than ever before to get professional graphics. We used to spend like thousands of dollars to get good graphics, or your graphics just sucked. And like, right? And so I would always like look at everyone that had the really good graphics. I'm like, oh, I wish I could afford what you have. Like, that's so pretty. Hello, Canva. God bless Canva, right? It's amazing. I love Canva. And so, yeah, those of y'all that are in Unstoppable Influence, you know I love my days of Canva, right? Like when I get to help y'all creating all your graphics, it's so much fun. I was actually an advertising and political science double major, and so I know a lot about graphic design. It was my jam. So Canva is great. So now connection is way easier than ever before, right? And I remember the days when we got started, it was teleconferences. You all remember teleconferences? Right? Now we've got Zoom meetings, right? You can have a global audience. So easy. There's an much easier process for sales. So back in the day when we started, we offered our first year-long coaching program in 2013. And for that, we brought people over to our house for 2 VIP days. And we would sit on the couch in our living room with our client and build out marketing funnels. And it required about 6 different technology tools. It was like a Franken funnel. And you had to have like the website builder that you had to code. And then you had to create the graphics, which were like, it was just so bad, y'all, if y'all saw some of my stuff from back then. We had to get a merchant account. We had to apply for a merchant account, a shopping cart. You had to have the email auto response. Like y'all don't even understand how good you got it now. All right. And so that's super easy. And the calendaring software, you can get this, like people can just go to your website, book a calendar, it auto schedules a Zoom, sends them out emails and reminders, all the click of a button. So that's easy. And now, thanks to AI, everyone's a freaking expert, right? You don't know squat about something, you just type it into ChatGPT will write you a book on it. Then all of a sudden, you just slap your picture on it, and it's like, look at my book on whatever, basket weaving, right? So there's, and that can be a good thing or a not good thing, right? Because now everyone's an expert, which makes it harder to set yourself out from the crowd, right? Because everyone's stuff looks good and everyone is creating content at a rapid rate. There's more information than ever before out there. Meanwhile, the paid ads game has changed dramatically. So ads now, when we started the Unstoppable Influence Challenge, it cost us about $40, $45. Rich isn't here to tell me that I'm saying it wrong because he's our paid ad guy, to acquire a customer. Not bad, because we would make 67 or so on the front end, which meant we were making money on the front end, right? Because if you pay 47 and you make 67, each person that comes, we get a plus 20, right? But we have a very highly developed back end of our funnel, so the back end sales, through things like our Inner Circle program, right? So our average challenger ended up being worth, I'm gonna estimate it on the low end, Rich will probably correct me, but $450. So for every person that would come in, on average, we would make $450 when we're paying $45 to acquire a customer. That's called printing money. It's how we got 2 comma clubs, right? So that was awesome.